Hello, and welcome back to 1700 on Sin. In case you missed it before, we are in the studio with the very fabulous Taylah Carroll.
Woo! Welcome, Taylah.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, thank you so much for the couple of songs you performed for us. Like, we were just blown away at how beautiful your voice is.
Thank you.
Like, I can't even speak. Imran, ask the first question. I literally can't even.
It was very amazing. Shame if you missed it. So what was the inspiration behind your new single, Sometimes People Do Bad Things?
So that song's kind of, I guess, about getting older and learning to forgive people in my life and myself. And I guess it's just about, as you get older, you have way more of a nuanced idea of what is good and what is bad, and you start seeing the world in less black and white terms, and it's about that. Yeah.
That's cool.
Totally. And you in that explanation, you've obviously shown your maturity and being able to, take a step outside yourself and see how you analyse things. But what I want to know is we're both kombucha girls. It's great. We're both singers, but I want to know your process of actually creating music and creating the magic and the diamonds that are your songs. How do you go about it?
I write differently each time. So the lyrics for me are definitely the most important part of the process. Like, I'm definitely a lyrics person. Yeah. And normally I write quite spontaneously. So it will just be that I've had like a day where I've been able to take my time and I'll just feel like that overwhelming need to write a song, and I just sit down and start writing, and then normally the good ones just come out. Yeah. And like, obviously they don't just come out, like they've been processing in me, but like it's not a conscious thing, and then they come out. But in saying that, I also like will be on the train or at work, and I'll always be writing lyrics down and in notes in my phone and stuff, and sometimes I'll go back to them, and yeah.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. And so how did your music journey begin? Was there a particular moment where you're like, I want to be a singer, or like what was that that turning point for you? Because obviously, as people have seen, you're very, 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 very talented.
Thank you.
How did it all start for you?
Singing I've always done. Like, I can't remember a time I didn't sing. I was one of those really annoying kids who, like, if your parents had people over, I'd be like, everyone sit down, watch me sing. Yeah. So just always sang, and but sang like, yeah. And I guess, growing up, I, like every Australian girl born at any stage in like being a kid in like the early 2000s, I was just like obsessed with Delta Goodrem.
Oh, of course.
Singing ballads all the time. And then I guess the writing kind of started for me like high school. I started writing poetry first, and it actually took me a long time to find a way to write a song I liked, because I had to learn, I guess, that writing a poem is very different to writing a song. I think it's a different craft. I think they informed each other really nicely, but I think that they're separate, and I had to that was something I learnt. But songwriting itself probably came to me when I was like in year 11 or 12 properly. Yeah. I just wrote really bad songs about like fish and stuff in primary school.
Well, but that's all we want to hear.
Yeah.
Why didn't we hear some of those?
It had like dance moves too. It was really, yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fun.
Well, you've opened something here. We'll talk more about that later.
I think one thing we really want to talk about though is your brand new track that you played for us as well, Better Than That. What's the story behind that? I
wrote that song one morning after I had a really sad shower. I got up in the morning and read some really sad articles, and then I had a shower and I just felt really sad. That one I actually wrote really differently. So that one I wrote, and it's the only song I think I've ever written like this. I literally got out of the shower and found a pen and like the back of an envelope or whatever I could get my hands on, and wrote the entire, like all of the lyrics out just in one sitting. It just kind of blah. Wow. And then I wrote the music to it and the melody like a day later or something. So, and I've never done that before. And then I kind of, I guess, made the lyrics fit like
You just
into
jammed it in there.
yeah, like maybe change the phrasing and stuff, but the song was just like mental, like the word vomit.
Wow, that's awesome. Everything you've done for us today is awesome. I still can't get over those performances. If people want to check you out, you're doing a show November 22nd, am I correct in saying? At the Toad Hotel?
Yeah.
Tell us what to expect.
I'll be playing with my band. So that's fun. Get a bit jazzy. Not jazz literally, just like jazzy.
Jazz hands, everybody.
And I really enjoy playing with that. I guess there's a bit more like build and release. I sing some songs by myself, so I don't know. Yeah, I've got some really great supports as well. So Yara and Fran Japan, a really cool band too. So yeah, should be a good night.
That's amazing. Where can the people find you? Socials, tell us where.
Yeah, so just my own name. So Taylah Carroll. Taylah spelled Taylah.
Taylah.
And yeah, so just on Instagram, I think I'm Taylah Carroll Music, and then Facebook, Taylah Carroll, and I have a website and Twitter and all those things. But just if you Google search.
Just have a cheeky
Just
Google,
have a
sensible Google.
Yeah.
Well, Taylah, thank you so much for coming on the show today. We cannot wait to see you. I'm definitely going to, Imran, I'm definitely going to be at the show. Are you going to be at the show?
I reckon I will be.
Oh, what? That's high praise from him. He doesn't go out of the house.
Doesn't get out much.
But thank you so much.
This is my home.
Yeah, this is his home. Thank you so much, Taylah.
No worries,
And
thank you.
we've got more coming up on the show right after this. Don't go anywhere.